We know you want to drive it longer and straighter, and we've given you the golf balls to help you do just that. You strive for precision and control with your irons, and we've given you our award-winning golf balls to do that as well. But once you're on the green, you're on your own, right? Wrong. Introducing Green Breaker from Encore Golf, the first and only smartphone app that uses advanced vision and image analysis technology combined with artificial intelligence to read the green and show you an augmented reality overlay so you're able to anticipate the break and sink more putts. The statistics don't lie. The average golfer misreads the break 94% of the time, causing far more strokes to be lost on the green than anywhere else. Imagine improving your putting by 25%. For most golfers, that would lower your score by as many as 8 strokes. This is Green Breaker from Encore Golf.
Huh, Ridgeback. Ridgeback? That's pretty cool. So it's a brace for the face?
Ridgeback, like the dog.
I'm really a cat guy. So what is it?
The best feeling and longest metal woods you'll ever hit.
Was that Bernhard?
Oh, great, Langer.
You know why I play Tour Edge? Because I win with it.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
Welcome back to Big's Golf Talk right here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Amazon devices, and on YouTube with BGT-TV. Big Jon Quick, along with the Golffather, Bill Cuebas, and the Golf Diva, Amanda Robertson. This segment is sponsored by Tour Edge Golf. Pound for pound, golf's most solid investment. And I'll tell you what, we talked about it in the first segment and the opening there. And these guys, I play with it because we win with it. So Tour Edge Golfs, and Bill, as you know, the lifetime warranty they have on these clubs, I mean, it's legit. They're top of the world when it comes to that, and they really do. If they can't fix that club, they will replace it, with a brand new one.
And we saw the warehouse. I mean, they literally have every club imaginable. Even your old golf bag, they had up there to replace for their lifetime. I mean, they have all the stuff there in their warehouse. Wow. If it legitimately breaks, so it's really, I don't know too many people that do that. I mean, if you break it, you break it. They don't care, and they didn't care how it breaks. For the most part, you read the horror stories out there of people's club faces popping and all kind. Oh, I hit it 5 times, and the crown cracked, and this happened, and that happened. And oh well, what'd you do? How'd you miss? I'm sure you slammed it on the floor. You did that, but Tour Edge, for the most part, I mean, I know people that have sent it in and got replacements. So.
I'm one of them. I mean, when I was living in Wisconsin, I had an old driver. Yeah. I can't remember. Oh, it was a Bazooka. And
that is going way back.
I was going to say, oh, man. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Way back.
That's going way back. Mm-hmm. But the hosel, the little, what do they call it? But where your shaft goes in at.
The ferrule part?
The ferrule part cracked. Mm-hmm. And the head came off. So I took it to an authorized dealer in town, and they said, "Oh yeah, we'll ship this off to Tour Edge, and we'll get it back by next week." Well, they didn't have those furrows in, and they sent me a whole new driver.
Nice, cool.
Wow, that's I will say when you're a company like Tour Edge, you think, what can we do to separate ourselves? Because golf club industry is competitive right now. And I always tell people, especially across irons across the board are pretty comparable. There's not too many companies that make a crummy set of irons, but They do exist, but with that said, it's when you start to get into your fairway woods and your driver, that's where it really starts to separate.
Yeah.
And that's just a personal preference and how you swing the golf club. But I think they have to start doing things that make it separate themselves from other companies. And so adding this warranty feature, not too many companies are wanting to do that. So
No,
Negative.
well, Amanda, I don't know if you ever had a chance to meet David Glod, but David Glod is not a professional golfer, never been a professional golfer. He's just an average Joe like Bill and I are on the golf course.
right.
And just wanted to do something different, something affordable for that, for that amateur golfer out there.
Sure.
Never intended this, company to go pro, to be on a tour. Players play with these clubs because they want to play with them. Just only Bill, 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
That they started having staff players.
Yep, they changed that direction totally of what they were doing, how they were doing it, and why. Because the more and more they looked, the more and more pros were out there not getting paid using their stuff. So how good of a compliment is that if you look and people are playing your stuff
and it's not on a they don't have an ambassador.
They might have had a hybrid here. They might have had a fairway wood here.
Absolutely.
And you're like, wait a minute, that's a Tour Edge, but there's nothing on their bag about Tour Edge, nothing on their clothing about Tour Edge. They seriously was just playing well with that club.
Wow. Yeah, and here's a little bit of info. This last weekend, they had 62 players were using exotics at the senior PGA championship. John Daly just started. I mean, John Daly, he's been playing in events, but he hasn't been in contention at events. The first time he switches, he's playing Squares golf shoes, and nobody knew that he had just switched to Tour Edge.
Right.
Playing their golf clubs, wasn't signed, started playing their golf clubs. My man was right there, neck and neck, going for, to win the tournament, ended up in second place. You just don't know. I mean, people sleep on it because they used to sleep on Tour Edge.
Think about that. Think about that for a minute, Amanda. 62 players, right? 62 players
are playing a brand.
And only, I think, 6 or 7 players are getting paid by Tour Edge.
Yep, and they were the ones that were using it in the beginning. On their own.
Yeah, right.
So you can't beat that. I mean, you had Bernhard that just joined in on everything, right? So I mean, these are big players making money. They're not going to take that chance, for a paycheck. These people,
Tim Petrovic, who was going side by side, going for the lead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These people, they want to win. And Tour Edge is helping give that advantage back. If you lose anything, Tour Edge is going to help you find it. David Glod is an amazing human with all that technology that he does. He's the man behind the scenes, making that iron, making that thing, putting in the bounce factor, shifting weights. He's the one that you're getting. And then for the price point, you can't go wrong. There's no way. That's why they say pound for pound, whatever you want to use for a weight system, they got it. I mean, they're proving it. That little guy that nobody knew for the 20 years, 30 years in the industry, they're making a big push right now. Huge.
It's interesting to hear that number, 62. That's quite a large portion of the field
that have put in play a Tour Edge club.
That's kind of ridiculous when you think about it.
Yeah.
And that's their presence is there, man. People are taking notice. It's like back in the days that, Adams Golf, even though they might make a return, I don't know, because sometimes you see a teaser now on Instagram or something that they'll post. They were huge in the hybrid, and they were huge in a lot of good stuff. You know what I mean? They had it, and of course they got swallowed by the big dog and put out to pasture. They bought them and did nothing with them. There was supposed to be red, blue, and then there was nothing. But then you have Tour Edge that by far, their hybrids, who wasn't using their hybrids? Everybody was. That's what their claim allegedly to fame is, their hybrids. Everybody was using the hybrids without even getting paid for it. So it's the go-to, and David's figured out. You could hit it high, and you get some nice height and stopping. Like we were talking about the line drives earlier, you can get some nice loft on these hybrids that they have. You can get the stopping power of the iron where normally you would lose it because of the rollout factor. But David's figured it out, man.
Some high loft on. I mean, I have, I believe the C1720 or 120 or whatever it is.
Yep.
And it is just, you get loft on it, and it sits.
It does what's intended. You know what I mean? We may not be able to use it as good as those pros are, but they give us an edge. It does actually. I mean, I didn't even mean to play on the words, but it does really give us an edge. And we're not on tour. Get it? All right.
I will say that I guess the other compliment to Tour Edge is that especially senior tour, but just players in general play a golf club that they see consistency with. And the fact that 62 players on tour are liking the aesthetics of it, the look, that means I can't tell you how many times, like, I don't care how great a golf club is, if it looks horrendous to me at setup or it doesn't fit my eye. So the ability to fit that many players in the same field, their eye, huge. Absolutely huge.
It is.
I'm going to put a comparison out there, and I'm not slamming Cobra Golf at all whatsoever. They put out some great
Mm-hmm.
clubs. But I will tell you, when I first started playing the King, I think it was the 9 or speedback irons that we got. It was weird at setup, like you were just talking about, Amanda. It seemed like the iron was closed and wasn't open the way I'm used to being.
It gives you that very offset look.
Yeah, and those are offset clubs,
right?
So they looked as intended. Those are a huge offset for I guess for people that don't close the face at impact, that are always open.
But if
and nothing to slam that, it just wasn't good for my game.
Sure.
And as soon as I put Tour Edge irons back into my bag, it's amazing because now I feel comfortable at setup. It looks good at setup, and I feel comfortable with my swing with it now. And sure enough, I mean, this past week I had a 44.
It's cool.
On 9 holes.
On 9, or was it the first 3? I forgot. I thought you said it was the first 3.
No, I will say that, aesthetics are everything. And I tell people, when you go to get fitted, the guy fitting you, 100% is going to give you all of the the stats behind you swinging golf. He's going to say, well, this is great for you because the apex is here and and the carry. But at the end of the day, I always tell my clients, if you do not like the look of something, I don't care what, you have to speak up and say something instantly. Nope, don't like this. Here you go. And then try something else, because I don't care how good, if you're standing over a golf ball and you're already, so like Biggs with the offset, his brain did not compute that as a good look. So so he's standing over it already going, oh geez, is this going to snap left? Even though an offset is not intended for that. But if you're already feeling that way, what do you think your hands are going to do? Your brain's going to be
and that's exactly what happened with these irons. You talk about snap left, being a lefty, I snap right,
right.
So Bill, you seen, and I hit it, man, and I try to open up the face even more on it, but you just still something about the offset of it that like I said, nothing. I'm not slamming Cobra. There's people that are playing Cobras really well, but
it's for a different person game. It didn't fit your game. That's all.
I just think it's incredible that 62 people, like I said, aesthetically find Tour Edge pleasing.
They really are, and it's the exotics. The exotics are made for that. People think because they offer such great value that you lose. You don't lose. You're winning and winning. One, because the price isn't astronomical. They're not. I mean, honestly, the price. I don't know how they do it. But you're talking about hundreds of dollars cheaper between brands, and you're getting all the technology in it, all the technology, and David year after year is creating new points, using new material. He's out there grinding how to make it even better the next year. And he continues to do it. I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
But he does it.
And he's not out there, I'm going to give you 10 more yards, 15 more yards. You're going to have a better game. You know what I mean? So, and that's what it's about. But I want to switch topic because I know we're running short. We only got a couple minutes. I wanted to talk about, I don't know if you guys heard about the match, July 26th. I don't know.
Is that with
is that
Tom Brady? Yes.
Mickelson, and there was some slap talk already by Bryson DeChambeau about that.
Well, that's because Brady did some shots fired on that bad boy. It's going to be Mickelson and Brady and against DeChambeau and Rodgers. And they're talking about the old dogs against the new dogs. But what Brady went and made a meme about it. So you know how what you call it? Brooks got kind of, I guess, upset because DeChambeau was walking behind them and the metal spikes were like clank, clank during the meeting. So he put Bryson happy to be here, and then Aaron realizing that he has to spend the whole day with Bryson. So he's making fun of the team and causing conflict already and trying to jab at him. I love it. I love
did you see Bryson? Bryson, I think, started this whole thing because he put a picture of a deflated football and had said something about, oh, this is just going to be just as good as, it was just,
that was him firing back at Tom. So, and the thing is, they're saying, did they know about it? So now people are like, oh, was it staged? Was it this? Was it that? I would say
these guys are athletes, and they're naturally like to trash talk and use a medium to do that, and
it's all in fun.
This is all in fun. Yeah,
and that's what it's about.
Us giving us ribbed on the show. It's not staged. It just happens.
It just happens because it's not scripted, but we do it. But we're not going to allow other people to do that to us. It's just us. We can do it to each other because some of us love the others. I mean, sometimes I love you guys, sometimes, but we can do that. But nobody else can go within the circle and jack with without people. It's just what it is, and I love that. That's growing the game. That's causing excitement. That's doing.
I love it.
What Amanda on par is that's growing the game. See, if anybody's going to get money, you won't hear about me.
You know what I think? Here's what I think, and I hope Chelsea's out there listening right now.
Oh, okay.
Kinard.
Yes, I know who she is.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
I think it should be Amanda the Golf Diva Robertson and Bill the Golffather Cuebas versus BiGG Jon Quick and Chelsea Kinard.
Oh, snap.
I like this. I actually really, really like this. Do I have that, Bill?
What do you say, Bill?
I'm in. I'm in, man. I'm in it to win it. You know what I mean? But
if Bill can be a team player, then I'll participate.
See, it's starting. I'm starting to get the head games going within their own team.
Dude, there is no head games, man. I'm like Sade. I'm a smooth operator. Come on, sing with me, Amanda. Come on, let's sing together. He can't sing anyway. Come on. No, we don't want to sing. Okay, but anyway, yes, we will accept that challenge. We just got to figure out.
Now I have to reach out to Chelsea and see if she's up for that.
Well, ironically, she's in Texas, so we got stuff in Texas. I'm sure Amanda got some backswing events. We can make this happen. We can make this happen.
Make it happen.
I know they have this thing in the baby aisles called butt paste. You're gonna need some because you don't want to get all jacked up. I'm just saying, butt paste is good for when you get that diaper rash because you're gonna need it, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Team Eyes is going to go down with the biggest stomp of a foot. It's just going
to be. We all know that it's not your foot because all I got to do is talk to my boy, Robert. Oh, shots fired back. What was that show, The Wizard of Oz? There's somebody on the Wizard. Shots fired, bro. That's all I'm saying. Game on. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Let's let the golf
holy moly, part 12 and a half. We're going to go.
Holy moly.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you know what? You know what? Here's the thing, too.
What?
Who went all the way to the end and is in the championship, and who got knocked out in the first round?
Oh,
That's your partner he's talking about. That's your partner he's talking about.
I can't believe
the deal.
that you did that, Holmes. I can't believe it.
No, here's the deal with that. But I'm in a lot better physical shape by not going to the end of Holy Moly because Chelsea got pretty banged up on the show. Just saying. So she's got some injuries to recoup from.
Well, let's just hope that golden putter, whatever it is, does her some justice if she even uses it. She can whip out that green jacket. We ain't scared about no green jacket. You know what I'm saying? You know what?
It's just not any green jacket.
You know what? We're gonna have to
jacket.
Well, next week for Amanda on par, maybe we should get Chelsea on.
Mm-hmm. All I can say is Chelsea's more than welcome to play well and you guys to attempt to win, but I do employ her, so that might be a little factor. Ooh, I'm just saying. Chelsea,
that's
amazing.
Okay.
And
you know what, Amanda? Here's the thing: is that threat to my partner. Don't forget who's the boss of this radio show.
Around this
All right, that's it. I'm reaching out to Chelsea after this show. So next week we're gonna maybe she'll just be on one of the regular segments. We'll keep Amanda on par on her stuff, and then we'll have her on because this is really good. This is gonna be really good. I think it's gonna be better.
Figure it out.
I want to know from the listeners which team are they rooting on.
Once we get confirmation,
and we have to come up with some team names.
We'll have them help us, but first we got to get Chelsea on board because not everybody wants to get a butt whipping. You know what I mean? So we have to make sure that she's inclined
to get. To sign up for.
Yeah, she wants to sign up for the butt whipping. That's one thing. You know what I mean? So once she signs up for the butt whipping, then
wait. Well, here's the thing.
What's the thing?
Private life is nothing to do with this golf match. So she can like all the butt whipping she wants, but when it comes to this golf match. Oh, we will win.
And people say I'm the bad one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Biggs, that's a butt whipping.
For a butt whipping.
I'll bring you snacks.
Yeah, make sure you bring those.
There with popcorn.
No,
Amanda,
she eats she has that healthy stuff. So our team is going to be good. Your team not so much. I'm going to bring you lots of chocolate, Biggs.
Yeah,
because I love you.
I got one question for you.
It's called
Golffather Cuebas.
What's the question?
What you gonna do, brother, when Team Chelsea BiGG comes for you?
Excuse me, I'm gonna go take a nap now. So before we
I'm
go
gonna refresh.
I'm gonna refresh myself for this next segment. I will be right back. Yeah, I'm not gonna reply to that. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it next week.
Yep, next week.
Yeah, we'll get Chelsea on next week. See her thoughts of how she feels. But I think now we have to make it happen. It's going to happen.
Yep.
More BiGG Golf Talk coming your way right after this. And next week, Chelsea Kinard. Will she accept the challenge and be part of Team BiGG? Find out next week. But more BiGG Golf Talk coming your way.